Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's session, we're going to talk about the different methods of transforming a context-free grammar. Basically, there are three methods. So first is removing useless production. Secondly is removing epsilon production. The last is to remove unit production. Okay, so these are the three methods for transforming a context-free grammar. Okay, so in this session, I'm going to talk only about the first method, which is removing useless production. Okay, so in order to remove useless production from a given context-free grammar, there are two steps. First is step one, what it says, remove non-generating terminal production. Okay, so what it means, you have to remove the productions which is not generating a terminal. Terminal means what? Your small letter. Okay, and step two is what? Remove non-reachable production. Okay, non-reachable means what? From one production you cannot reach to a next production. Okay, so to understand this, we'll solve an example. So usually question can come is remove useless production from a given grammar. Okay, so this is the grammar which is given to you all and you need to remove the useless production. So what I tell you all, what is the first step? The step one is remove non-generating terminal production. Okay, so you have to remove the productions which are not generating a terminal. Terminal means what? A small letter. Okay, so let's see. So here, how many non-terminals are given to you all? It is 5 non-terminal, which is S, A, B, X and Y. So these are the 5 non-terminals and it is giving us some productions. Okay, so let us check the non-terminals which are not giving us a terminal production. Okay, terminal means what? A small letter. Okay, so now check. Is S giving me a terminal, a small letter? Okay, so is S giving me a small letter? It is giving me, right? It is giving me, so I'm going to keep it as it is. Next is what? A. Is A giving me a small letter? It is giving, so I'm going to keep the productions of A. Next is what? Is B. Is B giving me a small letter? It is not giving me, so I'm not going to include these productions in my grammar. Okay, next is what? Is X giving me a small letter? It is giving me, right? Okay, A and D both are small letters, so I'm going to keep it. Next is what? Y. Is Y giving me a small letter? No, it is not giving me. So I'm not going to take the productions of B and productions of Y in my final grammar. Also, an important point, now which are the two non-terminals which we do not want in a grammar? It is B and it is Y. Okay, so next thing what you're going to do is, you're going to check, you're again going to check all the productions which is having B and Y, and you're going to eliminate those productions. Okay, now check the productions which are having B and Y. Okay, now check, is S is giving me two productions, so is S having B and Y? Is it having B and Y? It is having, right? It is having a Y. Okay, so I'm not going to take this production as a part of my grammar. Similarly, again check, A is giving me three productions. So first check, is A giving me B or Y? It is giving me, right? So it is giving me B. Okay, and this production, is it giving me B or Y? No, it is giving me B, but it is a small letter. So I'm not going to include this production in my grammar. Next is what? Again, B, so we are not taking only. Next is what? X. X is giving me B and Y production. Yes, it is giving me, right? It is giving me B production. I'm not going to take this production. Similarly, for this production, is it having B? It is having B, right? So I'm not going to consider this production also. Next, again, Y also we are not taking. Okay, so with this, we are done with the step one. Okay, so step one. Okay, so step one, what it says, remove non-generating terminal production. Okay, so with this we have concluded which productions are going to be a part of my step one. Okay, so S tends to, it is giving me two production, but again we are not going to take this. Why? Because it is having a Y. Okay, so we are not going to take this production. So S giving me A. Next, again A is giving me three production, but we are not going to consider this. Why? Because it is having a B. Okay, and B is not generating a terminal. Okay, so we are not going to take the first production of A. We are going to take this, which is B, S, X and A. Next, B we are not taking since it is not generating a terminal production. Next, X. Okay, so X is giving me, so again we are not going to take this to production because it is having B. Okay, next what we are remaining with? A and D, and lastly Y we are not taking because it is not generating a terminal production. Okay, so this was my first step. Okay, I hope this is clear to you all. Now coming to the second step. Second step is what? Remove non-reachable production. Non-reachable production means what? If from one production, if we cannot go to some other production, then we are not going to consider those productions. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so my step 2. Okay, so next step is to remove non-reachable production. So here you're going to consider the new grammar which we have got from the step 1. Okay, so these are the production which you have got. Now what it says, remove non-reachable production. Okay, so by default we are going to write the first production. What is my first production? S tends to A. Now check, from S is giving me A, right? So from S, can I reach to the next production which is my A? Can I reach to the A's production? No. So next, again, can I reach to X production? I cannot reach, right? Okay, like for example, if this X was over here, imagine if X was there. So what we could have said, okay, S is giving me A and X, right? It is having X. So if X was there, we could have taken what? The productions of X, which is AD. But since S is giving me only A and I cannot reach, it is not reachable. It is not reachable to other productions. So this is nothing but my final grammar. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you all. Okay, so this is how we need to remove useless productions from a given context-free grammar. Okay, so this is the next grammar which I have taken. So again, what you're going to do, you're going to remove useless production from this given context-free grammar. Okay, so what is the first step which I told you all? Step 1 is to remove non-generating terminal production. So which are the non-generating terminal production? So we will go step by step. Okay, so is S giving me a terminal production which is a small letter? Is it giving me? It is not giving me, right? Here it is giving me, but along with a small letter there is a capital letter also, so we can consider it. So S is not giving me a small letter, but an important point over here is, since S is my initial or my starting production, I cannot remove my initial non-terminal. Okay, so again I am repeating, see, even though S is not giving me a small letter, still I am not going to remove S from my grammar. Why? Because it is my first non-terminal. Okay, it is my initial non-terminal, so I am not going to remove it even though it is not generating a terminal production. Okay, okay, just remember this point. Next coming to X, is X giving me a terminal? It is giving me, but along with that others are also there, a capital letter is also there, so again it is not generating a single terminal. Okay, so I'm going to remove X. Similarly, is Y giving me a terminal? It is not giving me. It is giving me a combination of terminals as well as non-terminal. Next again, is Z giving me a terminal? It is giving me, right? It is giving me, so I'm going to keep the productions of Z. And next is what? A. Is A giving me a terminal? It is giving me, right? It is giving me A and B, so I'm going to keep it. Okay, I'm going to keep the productions of S, Z and A. Now also, again what you're going to do? Again you're going to check if any of the production is having X and Y. If any of the production is having X and Y, again we're not going to take the productions in my grammar. Okay, so let us check. Okay, so now check. S is giving me 3 productions. So again, is X and Y over here? It is there, right? Y is over here, so I'm not going to take the production. X is also over here, so I'm not going to take this production. Similarly, X and Y we are not taking. Next is Z, right? Y is there, so I'm not going to take this. Similarly, anywhere else? No, right? So these are the productions which we are not going to consider. So what are the productions? Okay, so it is S tends to, we are not going to take this 2, so we are remaining with A and Z. Next is what? Z tends to AD, and lastly A tends to AB and A and capital A. So these are my 3 productions. Okay, so now coming to the second step. Second step, what you're going to do? You're going to remove non-reachable production. Okay, so non-reachable production means what? From one production, if we cannot reach to some other production, that we are not going to consider. So by default, what you're going to do? You're going to take the first production. Okay, so what is my first production? S tends to A and Z. Is there a possibility where we can reach to Z or A? We can, right? So this is giving me Z. So what we can do? We can consider the productions of Z. Z is giving me AD. So now check, from anywhere we can reach over here. Can we take the productions of A? No, right? It is not reachable. Okay, so Z was reachable, so we have taken the productions of Z, but A is not reachable. So this is nothing but my final grammar. Okay, so I have covered all the possible points in these 2 examples. So I hope you all understood this. Yeah, thank you.